Hi everybody. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you through what happens when you begin your call. So when you've clicked the join button initially on the calendar, this is the screen that will appear. This is kind of your preview screen. This is what you'll see. A couple of the functions that you've got in here, and I think this would be good in particular if you were having to deliver a class from home, is this button here. And if you click on this button, what it gives you is the option to blur your background. You can add in other backgrounds as well if you fancied, but you've got the blur background function, and that's quite good if you're worried about what people might see in the background as people are walking past. So what you do then when you're ready is you will click the join now, and up will appear your meeting. And when you're in this function, what you will have then is this control panel at the bottom, and the control panel lets you do a number of functions. So we'll start with this one here, the participants one. You can see at the minute mine is open, so when you click on it, it will allow you to see all of the people that are in your meeting. And if you want to keep a register, what you can do is if you click this download attendance list up here on the right hand side, it will download onto your desktop the people that were in your meeting. If you want to close that, then you just press the X button. If we go across then, the next function you have here is the show conversation. This is the chat box. So if you click on the chat box, what you have then is a meeting chat. And this is where you can ask pupils to type in any questions they might have, or you can actually type in a question for the students to maybe answer. So for example, you might give them a couple minutes quiet time where they answer a question you've typed in. What you can also do here as well, which is really good, is you can attach a document. So by clicking on the attach button, you have the option to upload from your computer or from OneDrive. So traditionally what I do is I upload from my computer, and when you upload from your computer and you press that button, it will bring you up your My Documents tab. And when you're in here, you might click on, for example, Documents, GCSE PE, it might be a past paper, you open, and it will load onto your chat box. And then you can ask the pupils to look at it as you're teaching a lesson. You press the return button, and it drops it into the chat box for you, and the pupils will be able to click on the three dots and download it. Or they have the choice to open it up online as well. This is really good for, I've used it for other things like attaching Microsoft quizzes, or attaching a PowerPoint, attaching homeworks, and it's as simple as clicking on the little paper clip. What you also can use is the emoji function. So sometimes I've used it where you ask the girls, if they understand, put a smiley face and things like that. So that's the chat function. If you want to get rid of it, you just exit out. And the next one, which is really good, is the raise your hand function. So by clicking on that, what will happen is the teacher will be able to see that a student has raised their hand, and this means that you can pause and allow the student to unmute themselves, and they can ask their question. And it's quite good because it prevents students from interrupting you when you're speaking. So again, it's part of the etiquette of the classroom. The next one I'll come to in a separate video is about how you record and download your recordings at the end. But I think, and I'll also do a separate video as well for how you share your screen. But for these three functions here, they are very good and are very useful indeed.